All right, here we are at an assassin's tomb. This is the Duomo. It is marked on your map. You have to get to a certain point in the game before it'll mark them on your map, but once you get that, they're not too hard to find.
This is the Duomo.
Yeah, the
Very
inside.
cool.
Yeah.
I wonder how accurate it is.
It's pretty accurate. I've been there.
I think I've been there too, but I'm drawing a blank on it mentally.
Yeah. When I went up it, like you kind of go up through the inside of the dome. Like you're not on the edge. Like in this, when we climb it, you're like on the inside of it.
Oh, was this in the Bond movie?
I don't think so.
Oh, that was it St. Mark's?
Yeah.
And then where's the Duomo? What city is this? Is this
Florence.
Venice? Florence.
It's a big dome in Florence.
Yeah, I can't remember that. Oh well. God, I want to go back though. I'm surprised they didn't do anything in Rome in this game. Like Rome is the most picturesque
With the
Italian city.
But it's huge.
Yeah.
Florence isn't that big. And Venice isn't that big.
That's true.
So, that's probably your answer there.
Yeah, maybe the next game is going to have Rome. But I mean, like, think of all the super memorable pieces of architecture that are in Rome compared to...
Well, it's hard to say. I've never been to Rome. But I've been to these places.
The aqueducts and
in the Colosseum.
In the Colosseum and all that.
So, the tombs are basically Tomb Raider style puzzles where you're just seeing like what jumps you can make and where to go.
Are they hard to figure out if you're like your first time through?
Sometimes. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward. But if you get to a point where you're not seeing something that you can grab, it can be frustrating. Like it's right in front of you, but you don't realize it's something you can grab. Things like that. One nice thing that they do is see that ladder over there? When I get to that
along the wall,
I'll knock it down. So that's basically a checkpoint. So if I fall off, I can just climb back up to where I got to.
Oh, that's
which is
clever.
Really nice.
That's really clever.
Because that'd be a pain.
I like that.
Yeah. So once you get to the first ladder, head to your right, not your left. It doesn't seem obvious, but you need to get up higher before you can keep going.
Okay.
So that I'm just noting points where you might be faked out.
Where you got tripped up? Basically.
Yeah, or where I'm like, I went to the left first and I couldn't make the jump. I'm like, okay, that's not the right way.
So there's no enemies on these tombs?
There's not in this one.
Okay.
A couple of them do have enemies. Like,
but that's not
the first one we did.
Really.
Yeah, the first one that we voiced over did have some enemies.
I remember that, actually. You had to, like, chase the guy and he waited for you for the whole time?
Yeah, there's another one like that.
Oh, okay.
But this one is just straight up, puzzle of where to go.
Instead of calling it Tomb Raider, let's call it Uncharted, because Tomb Raider kind of sucks now, and Uncharted's much better.
Okay, Uncharted.
All right, Uncharted style.
I've never played Uncharted.
Oh. Well, you've played this, and it's pretty close.
Yeah. So does it look like Uncharted? Yeah, I guess I've watched the whole game of Uncharted.
You watched the whole game. Now, this is much dimmer lighting. Uncharted had very bright lighting in almost every scene in the game.
Yeah.
Bright colors. Even like the Nepal shootout. I'm just trying to think of like the darkest part of that entire game. It was probably that part where you're running from the tank and it's kind of snowing outside, and even that was pretty well lit. This is very...
Yeah, well, you're inside and it's the 14th century, so it's probably even lighter than it should be.
That's a good point. Like those old Roman Catholic cathedrals in Italy. I don't know if you went into any, but they were pretty poorly lit, and even with, So that's where you're supposed to go?
Yeah, you're kind of at a checkpoint now. You're under the dome, so now you're going to be climbing along to get up to the top. You'll notice the pigeons. That's kind of a sign you're on the right trail.
Cool.
So, I didn't notice the first time I played through, but this time I'm like, hey, these pigeons keep appearing where I'm going to go. Oh. They're telling me where to go.
Oh.
Subtly.
Can you make like a bird call to startle the next group of pigeons to give you a hint of where to go next?
No bird calls.
Caw-caw!
So right here, I thought about jumping up onto that like tapestry, but you go straight up.
Oh.
So that's a point where you might not see where you're gonna go. But first time I played this part of the game, I was so happy. Like, just being in the Duomo was awesome.
Oh.
Like, the sense of height, and I was, like, kind of scared doing this. Yeah.
The sense of vertigo?
Sense of vertigo. Because there's a part of the Duomo tour where you, like, go along one of these pathways, and you get to look down, and you're like, oh, my God. Like, a fall onto, like, straight marble floor is going to end my life.
Yeah. They're pretty amazing pieces of architecture for the time that they were made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So right here, you could. I was trying to go straight up right there, but you have to go around here.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
You have to shimmy and then go up.
It's a good thing you don't break through that stained glass.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's very thick.
No. That'd be... You'd be sliced up and dead.
God, I'm just trying to think of fun things I did in Italy. Just so
Did
many
you
good
get
meals.
wasted?
Did I get wasted? No, because I went there when I was like 16 with my family, I think.
I got wasted.
Oh.
Almost every night I was there.
Oh.
I had the best Mexican food I've ever had in my life in Italy.
You had Mexican food in Italy?
In Florence.
That's crazy.
It was so good.
It couldn't have been like...
I was starving.
It could have been Mexican food like we have around here, Taco Bell style.
No, it's like a nice Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And I had margarita, and it was so good. I had pizza twice, which was good. And the rest of the time I just had bread and water.
Yeah.
And pasta. So right here it looks like you might want to go left, but you actually climb the ceiling. Which wasn't apparent to me. See, it's good that I play this because I'm kind of an idiot, so I see the pitfalls where other idiots might get stuck.
Exactly. Oh, you know what I really want to do? I had another idea for a feature for a video player.
Well, you better make it snappy.
Okay, well, I'll save it for the next 10-minute video.
Okay. So, you're at the top of the thing. Duomo. There's a bunch of good treasure chests.
The Duomo Arigato?
The Duomo Arigato. So open up the sarcophagus.
Signore Robato.
And there's six of these, so you're 1/3 of the way there.
Sweet.
And you just head out the window.
Into a bale of hay?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.